You are listening to episode 146 of the Autism Mom Coach, Holiday GOMO. Welcome to the Autism Mom Coach podcast. I am your host, Lisa Candera. I am a lawyer, a life coach, and most importantly, I am the full-time single mother of a teenager with autism. In this podcast, I am going to share with you the tools and strategies you need so you can fight like hell for your child without burning out. Let's get to it. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. I am so glad you are here, and I hope you are doing well. We are in the thick of the December holiday season, and I have been coaching so many of my clients on this topic, so I wanted to share it with you. And that is holiday GOMO, or grief of missing out. The grief of missing out is something that all autism parents experience. But from what I've seen, it can be really challenging us to acknowledge this because you might feel like you're not being grateful for the child that you have or that you're betraying your child. And this is just not the case. This grief of missing out is simply the result of the difference between what you want, expected, or hoped for and what is. And let's face it, these differences are part of our daily lives as autism parents. And on some days, those differences may feel slight, and on others, they can feel like the Grand Canyon. And this is especially true during the holidays when it feels like the entire world, or at least everyone on your IG feed, is posting the perfect family pictures, going to all the parties, waiting patiently in line for Santa, and basically doing all of the things that your child either doesn't want to do, won't do, or if you do it, it's going to require tremendous planning and rolling the dice. I know this was always the case for me when my son was younger. We would go to the Secret Santa parties, we would go to the town holiday tree lighting, but we never stayed that long. We were in and out very quickly, and as a result, I always felt like we were missing out on the entire experience. And not just the experience that I wanted to have, but the experience I wanted to have with my child. So if you are experiencing holiday GOMO, first, I want to let you know it is real, it is normal, and I also want to give you some tips and strategies on how to handle it or at least soften the impact of holiday GOMO on your season. Acknowledge and honor your feelings. It is okay to feel grief, sadness, or frustration. Pushing it away doesn't help. Getting angry at other people or the world is momentarily satisfying, but it still leaves you with the same grief that you're already experiencing. Take a moment to name and acknowledge what you were feeling and be compassionate towards yourself. Of course you feel this way. Any mother would. You are not alone, and it is okay for you to feel the way you do. Number 2, redefine what matters for your family. This means releasing the pressure of the societal shoulds and ask yourself what makes the holidays meaningful for us. And this might look drastically different for your family than it does on the Hallmark channel or on your IG feed. For example, one of my most favorite things that I would do with my son on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day is we would watch a Star Wars movie. This could be either going to the movie theater or watching it in our living room, but we celebrated Christmas watching Star Wars. Third, connect with people who get it. One of the things I have found as my many years as an autism mom is that having other people in my life get it is what has enabled me to maintain my friendships. Because I can connect with women who get it, then my friends just get to be my friends and they get to understand things to the extent that they do, but I'm not putting that pressure on them or our relationship for people who don't get it to understand so deeply and wordlessly what other parents who have children with autism do. So whether this is in a Facebook group, a community group, or perhaps the group of parents of your children's classmates, connect with people who get it, share stories, hear the Me Too's, and know that you're not alone. Fourth, limit exposure to social comparisons, which is so hard, especially in the world of social media, where we can't help, it seems, but see and know what everybody else is doing. This is a good opportunity for you to put the phone down and do something else. Or if you're on the phone, watch cat videos. They're not going to upset you. This is a great opportunity for you to reduce the time that you're online. And instead of focusing on what other people are doing and what you wish you were doing, you are concentrating on how to make your holiday season the best that you can for yourself. And finally, celebrate your wins. Focus on what you and your child can do rather than what you can't. Did your child tolerate a small family gathering for 20 minutes? Make that a win. I know when my son was younger, I went in with the mindset that if we stayed for 30 minutes, that was a win and everything else was gravy. When you do this, you get to have wins instead of setting your expectations that you should stay for the entire time like everyone else, and then invariably not doing that and feeling disappointed or failing. Set your expectations lower, more realistically for yourself and your child. All right, that is it for today's episode. If holiday GOMO or just GOMO in general is something that you struggle with, this is something I can help you with in my one-on-one coaching program. I am now accepting new clients to begin in January. So if you are ready to get out of pain and drop the comparison and the judgment and the resentment and to really transform your experience as the mother of a child with autism, schedule your consultation now. You can go to the episode notes or my website, theautismmomcoach.com. All right, thanks everyone, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to the Autism Mom Coach. If you are ready to apply the principles you are learning in these episodes to your life, it is time to schedule a consultation call with me. Podcasts are great, but the ahas are fleeting. Real change comes from application and implementation, and this is exactly what we do in my one-on-one coaching program. To schedule your consultation, go to my website, theautismmomcoach.com, work with me, and take the first step to taking better care of yourself so that you can show up as the parent you want to be for your child with autism.